So, as promised, we got to $200 on the GoFundMe, so I am now going to teach you how to play What We Have Is You, which is the ukulele song I played earlier from Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beast. So first things first, I'm going to show you the chords that are used in this. I'm going to show you where they are on the instrument, and then I'm going to kind of walk through the pattern of the song as chords, and then I'm also going to show you kind of the strumming pattern that I've been using. So first of all, here are your chords. So we're going to begin with C. C is one of the more basic ukulele chords. If you already know this, you could jump ahead, but I'll show you anyways. So we have 4 strings running down the ukulele. They are G, C, E, and A. To play a C chord, you go to the A string, which is the furthest from your face. You count down 3 strings, or 3 frets, and you use your 3rd finger in that 3rd fret. Nice and simple. That, right there, is a C chord. Make sure you're landing nicely in between. You can see right there, nicely in between the frets. The next chord we're going to talk about is an A minor. A minor takes place on the G string, the one closest to your face, in the 2nd fret only. So that's 1 finger on the string. It's a little hard to see, so I'll show you the angle there. That's your A minor. An F is very, very similar. To find an F, you're simply going to go to the E string, the 3rd string, the one 3 down from your face. You're going to go into 1st fret, like that. And you're also going to use that same fret that you used for the A minor. There's that F chord right there. So you can play a C chord with your 3rd finger. You can play an A chord with your 2nd finger. And an F chord with those first 2 fingers to make really easy transitions between those chords. Now the next 2 chords you need to know are a G and a G7. Now you could use a G7 in most cases. I like saving the G7 for kind of the end of a thing to make transition. It's a whole theory thing. But these are going to be the hardest chords you're going to need to learn. So to play a G is a triangle. To find it, you go to your C string into the 2nd fret right there with your 1st finger. Now the fingers here are very important, so make sure you follow. I turn my hand up towards the tuning pegs at this point to make it a little easier. I'm going to take my 1st finger off just so you can see. My 2nd finger is going to go on the A string, the 4th string, the furthest from my face, in the 2nd fret as well. So they end up in a line. You can see that line right there. And then I go down and I get this 3rd fret on the E string, the 3rd string. So it's 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 3rd string. 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string, and it's 2nd finger, 4th string, 2nd fret. And there's my triangle. See? 1, 2, 3. Just a nice little triangle. Plays a G chord. A G7 is almost identical, just inverted. So I'm going to take my 1st finger, I'm going to go to my E string, and I'm going to do 1st fret this time. Then I'm still going to do 2nd fret, 2nd string, and 2nd fret, 4th string to get that G7 feel. So you'll see I use my 3rd finger on the 4th string, my 2nd finger on the 2nd string, and my 1st finger on the 3rd string to get that G7. So let me go over those again. A C is 4th string, 3rd fret, 3rd finger. An A minor is 1st string closest to your face, 2nd fret, 2nd finger. An F major chord is 3rd string, the 3rd string, 1st fret, and 1st string, 2nd fret, your first 2 fingers. And that's it. That's all the chords that we have in this song. So when we play this, knowing when they go makes sense, and I will include a lyrics page with all these chords kind of written out for you in a link at the bottom. But here is the song. So it starts in C. We may not have sunshine or starlight or weather. That's going to repeat almost all the way through in that exact way. Now this song is unique because it is in a meter of 3, not a meter of 4 or 2. So when I'm counting, that's going to be 3 beats per each chord. So I have C, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, F, 1, 2, 3, and G, 1, 2, 3. That's all the way through. C, 2, 3, A, 2, 3, F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, A, 2, 3, F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, A, 2, 3, F, 2, 3, G, 2, 3. Now you'll see and hear that I play with a very specific strumming pattern there. You can do what I do, or you can just do a very simple strumming pattern in a group of 3. So here is a strumming pattern in a group of 3. Just down, up, 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 down, up. It's a very simple, easy 3-beat strumming pattern. That is kind of cowboyish. It's kind of used in a lot of Western ballads, but is a very effective way to do what you're looking to do. I used a plucking method when I played it before, and I'll get into that in a second, but I kind of want to go through the song showing you just down, up, up. So I'm going to get chords as much as I can. My strumming pattern is always going to be down, up, up. And I will sing, and you should see me moving between those chords. Remember, every 3 beats, I'm changing chords in the pattern to C, A, F, and G. Now, at some point, you're going to see me go, right? So I'm just going F, there's my G7, and C. Now, I am going pretty fast on that change, right? I'm going, so I'm going F, 1, 2, G7, 3, C. It's not necessary. You can just play it as an F. And it does work. It's just a little more kind of a flourishy thing, something that I like to do to get that 5, 7 of 1. So here is the whole song, just with a strumming pattern. You can play along with me. I'll go real slow. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go. We may not have sunshine or starlight or weather, but we've got each other, and that's even better. You don't need the sun to keep you warm when you've got arms. Wishes come from you and not a random shooting star. Sorry, that's where I do that F to G, and I'll do it this time. I used to play it the other way, so I'll show you now. But that would be random shooting star, if you didn't want to do the quick transition. If you want to do the quick transition, it would be random shooting star. That is the basic chord progression of this song. At this point, we're moving into kind of a bridge going towards the end, and it's going to transition to starting on F. F to C to A minor to G. And that's kind of bridging into the end of the song, where the song's going to start on F instead. It's going to almost feel like a transition, but not quite one. So that would be, we may not have C shine, but the A minor always G or G7. Either one works, G or G7, your choice. Then it's got a bridge, a little talking spot. We got something special here. And we're going to go back to F. And what we have is to C, U, then to A minor. And just do that again. What we have is C, A minor. And what we have is U. I'm just going to end on C. So we're going to do that C, or that F, C, A minor, a total of 3 times, but we're not going to do A minor on the last time. Now, in my version of it, I like to do that F to G7 transition. So I go, and what we have is you. And here it is, F, G7, C, A minor, F, G7, C. So again, that is not necessary in the song, but if you want to do it, it is a fun way to kind of play through there. So let me go through the whole song again. I'm going to sing. I'll make sure I got my chords nicely centered in the video that you're going to see up there. And I will be playing through, and I'll put the chords onto the screen as a letter. So here we go. We may not have sunshine or starlight or weather, but we've got each other, that's even better. Don't have the sun to keep you warm when you've got arms. Wishes come from you and not a random shooting star. There was that transition I talked about. I decided to do the G7 that time so you can see it in action. So now I'm going to the next part of the song. I'm going to go to F. We may not have sunshine, but the sky's always blue. We've got something special here, and what we have is you. Here's without the transition. What we have is you. And back with the transition. What we have is you. All right, that's the song. Nice and simple, easy song. I messed up the words a little bit while I was singing. They're in the PDF link down there. So really quick, I just wanted to go over that strumming pattern that I use, the kind of 1, 2, 3 picking pattern. So I'm starting with C, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick one string and then upstroke the others. So with C, I am picking the second string, the C string. And then when I go to A minor, I'm picking the G string because I'm actually playing an A on that string now. When I go to F, same thing, I'm picking the third string, the E string typically, because now it's an F with my finger down here. Same thing with G. I now have a G on that E string. So basically I'm playing the first note of each chord and then I'm upstroking the chord itself. So that would be second string, first string, third string, third string. Simple enough. And all I'm doing is just plucking with my thumb. It's a very banjo way of playing. It works very well. It's a nice, simple pick. So again, that would be with C, that would be second string. A would be first string. F would be third string. G would be third string. Up to speed. Makes it kind of fun, a little more fun way to do that. All right, so I hope that video is helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I love your feedback on how I taught that because I'm teaching ukulele and I always like as a teacher to hear what people have to say. All right, so now that that's done, we are on to our next goal. Our next goal is $500. Currently that goal is that if we reach $500, I will give info, background, demonstrations, how to play, how to write for songs for all the various cultural instruments that I have access to, which includes taiko drums, it includes marimbas, it includes mbira, both nyunga nyunga and zavadzimu, it includes ukulele, it includes hammered dulcimer, I have kwaibon from China, I have chapa and a taragane, both from Japan. I have a lot of various cultural instruments and a pretty good background in how most of them work. So if you are interested in how any of those work, I have the wherewithal and the knowledge to teach you. If you are interested, when we get to that $500 goal, I'll be asking which ones you want to learn about, and I'll be creating videos on each of those. So keep donating as we get closer to June. I'm wanting to try and get at least up to that $500 mark to make sure that I am able to support all of the various cultural organizations and people who are helping me out on this trip. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's been wonderful. Bye.